Hey, it's Tay from Claymations, and today I want to talk about Strata-Cut animation. If you're familiar with my channel, you've probably seen these shorts I've uploaded of my Strata-Cut animations, and recently that I've been using this homemade clay guillotine I built to cut those. More on that later. So what is Strata-Cut animation, and what sets it apart from other forms of animation? To put it simply, Strata-Cut is a technique of stop-motion animation where the illusion of movement comes from thinly slicing a block of material, usually plastilina clay, to reveal patterns, shapes, or images from inside the block. With this technique, you make a slice, take a picture, make a slice, take a picture, make a slice, take a picture,
make a slice, take a picture,
and so on. As mentioned, this is usually done with plastilina clay, but it can be done with technically anything sliceable like wax, fruit, cakes, or anything else that might have a changing pattern within it. Strata-Cut was originally conceived in its most basic form in the 1920s by animator Oscar Fischinger. It wasn't until the 80s, however, that this technique would be expanded upon and have a complex visual language developed around it by the brilliant mind of David Daniels. As a child, David had what he called Claytown. This was an ever-expanding clay town of people, houses, cars, pets, and other objects that took over his parents' kitchen table. During a birthday party, David and his siblings cut open a clay cake they had made, and he was surprised to see how clean the colors and shapes were inside the cake. This moment is what he credits as being the inspiration for what he would later coin as Strata-Cut animation. But seriously though, his work is crazy, and he's just a super nice guy. Go check out his YouTube channel and his Instagram. All of his work is mind-blowing. So if you're anything like me, you watch these animations and immediately think, how in the heck do you make one of those? I'm gonna do my best to explain the basic principles, but if you'd like to see an in-depth tutorial video, please let me know in the comments. Imagine the universe, and now turn it on its side. I'm just kidding, that's not a real analogy. Imagine a cone, and now turn it on its side and face the top towards you. As you slice this cone and take a picture, and then slice it again and take a picture, the shape goes from being a small point to a large circle. In Strata-Cut, the length of your shape determines the length of your animation. This is a simplification. Slice thickness and frame rate also impact this, but for the sake of keeping this easy, think of length as being equal to time. As you slice through the cone, time passes, and any changes in shape or placement create the illusion of movement. So this example explains an animation that's inherent in the shape itself, in this case the cone. But what if you want a shape that remains the same and moves within the frame? Well, imagine a circle. I know I'm saying imagine a lot, but trust me, this way of thinking is important. So imagine a 2D circle. How would the shape continue through time, or length? It would be a tube, whose thickness remains consistent through its length. Now, if we were to cut this tube from front to back, the animation would have no movement. It would simply be a circle staying in place through the length of the animation. But what if we were to angle this tube at 45 degrees? Now, we have a circle that moves from left to right, or vice versa. Notice that the shape of the circle slightly stretches as it's moving from left to right. This is because cutting the tube at an angle results in an elongated oval shape when facing it straight on from the camera's perspective. This can be countered by what's called pre-distortion, but that's getting into more advanced techniques, so we'll leave that for another video. Just know that this distortion of the shape can be used to your advantage and creates a smear frame effect as you'd see in other forms of animation. The other fundamental aspect of this example is the degree of your angle. The sharper the angle you cut the tube, the faster the movement of the circle from one side to the other will be, and the more shape distortion you'll encounter. I hope I was able to explain the principles of Strata-Cut animation effectively, and that you feel like you gained something from watching this video. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. This helps me know that the content I'm making is valuable and to keep making it. Thank you so much. Now I want to show you a more complicated block that I built, and again I won't get into the various techniques I used to build it since that's a whole nother full video worth of information, but I will show you the finished result. Try to visualize how these shapes would look inside the block as you watch it. I'll be slicing this bad boy up on my homemade clay guillotine that I mentioned earlier in this video, There's a link in the description or the video that shows that in a little more detail if you're curious. And again, if you'd like to see how to build one of those yourself, leave a comment. If you like this video, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I upload new videos. Also, check out the awesome Strata-Cut artists I mentioned in this video's description. They all make crazy Strata-Cut animations and are just super nice people. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.